guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. Dan here.
Mick here, hello.
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 Hey guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. I'm Dan.
And that's Mick!
Hey guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. Dan here.
Mick here.
And...
Gearmanndude here.
Come on!
Here. Present. Present. Present.
Oh man. We've been looking forward to this.
As have I. I think. Depending on how this goes, I'm looking forward to it at the beginning.
I don't know how I'm supposed to, converse intelligently when
Why start now? Stop! Sorry, I'm reading the cue cards.
Gearmanndude, sir. How did you get into this?
Completely by accident. 10 years ago, I stopped playing in bands because I had children. Actually, my wife had children, but I was part of that experiment. We had twin boys, and I live in a city where you play till 4 a.m. and wanted to be home and be a dad on Sundays as opposed to what I had been for decades, which was hungover on Sundays, very hungover. Because you play till 4. I mean, it's exhausting, So I'm looking for things to fill my time, and started messing around in the studio at night after the wife would go to bed, because I would do the 2 a.m. feeding, so I kind of would stay up till 2 and drink beer in the studio because I wasn't breastfeeding, so I could do that and still balance twin boys on my knees with 2 bottles. I'm getting off task. So I started hanging out in the studio at night, listening to records and messing around, and I had a video camera, and I just one night made a video of tube screamers for absolute no reason. I, as far as I know, there hadn't been any. At least I'd never seen a video of any of that. I mean, I just watched funny monkeys and squirrels on YouTube, I think, like everybody actually still today. But back then, I just thought, I'm just gonna put a demo out there and see if these freaks on the gear page see it. Because they did have the gear page then, and I would read it and, still think the same thing of it today that I did then, which is, well, we won't even go there. Let's just say I don't read it anymore. I made the video just thinking, I'll throw it out there. No reason to try anything. And I wasn't trying to do boots or anything. It's just what I had on. I had on boots, stepping on the pedal, and I zoomed in close on the pedal because I'm doing a pedal demo. So I want people to see when I'm turning the knobs and where the dial is set. That's all I was doing. So I did, a couple of them. Then I did a few more. And the next thing I know, a couple weeks go by, and my friends are going, have you seen that people are watching these demos and they all think you're Jack Black? I said, you're kidding me. They're like, no. I said, well, I don't get that at all. I'm not even showing myself. Why would they think that? They said, no, you sound just like him. I'm like, off. They're like, no, you do. You sound just like him. Say hello. I said, hello. And he goes, see, you sound just like him. And I went, oh my God, that dick. He's been making a fortune off of this voice for forever. What am I going to do? And the guy was like, well, I tell you what, you can never show your face again. So I didn't, and I just never addressed it one way or the other. But anyway, the demos took off, and, I just went with it, expecting it to fade away eventually. And it will. It's just taken a lot longer than I had planned. But I mean, nobody's more surprised than me, and I love it. It's fun and funny, and that's how it started. Did I tell you I'm long-winded?
It's the only way we like
It's
it.
good.
It's the only way we
In all seriousness, and I can't do serious. In all seriousness though, you were there at the start of the whole demo thing, and
it was not intentional.
It was just say white coily cable.
Yeah. I mean, again, I was standing in a room talking to myself and entertaining and drunk and entertaining myself going, here's my white coily cable of sauce and here's my Dr. Z over here. I'm going to use this King Bee tail. I mean, I made that guy, I'm not saying that I did, but I helped that company get off the ground, not on purpose.
Sure.
It's what I was using.
Yeah.
That's what I still have a few of them. And I still use them. So none of it was intentional, for the first 5-6 years. Of course, I've done things since then, like go to NAMM and wear a mask or try to, increase whatever interest and excitement I can. But it's also just all for laughs, and it's just for fun.
It's surreal. It is surreal sat here talking to you, and because I've watched so many of your videos, they've become reference material. How many have you shot?
About 2,200.
Oh my word!
And I'm way behind. There's a mountain. I mean, I used to have Marshall stacks in my studio, and now I have stacks of boxes, which I'm very thankful for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you walk in there and you go, oh my God, I'm so behind. But it's great. I mean, who knew that people wanted to see it? But then I put myself, even back 10 years ago, that's also how I started doing it. I thought, God, when I was a kid, I wish we'd had YouTube where I could go and watch Faces videos and all this stuff and, and learn about gear. And I was like, oh my God, I got a milk crate full of fuzzes. I got milk crates full of overdrives. I'm going to put them out there so some little 14-year-old kid watching YouTube playing guitar knows that, don't get this. Get this. Who knew? The power of the sword.
It's time for a song.
See, now that's probably some Tenacious D song or something. I don't know any of their stuff. People tell me all the time. I love when I accidentally play something in a demo and they're like, he was just about to go into Ballsack the Destroyer, or, I don't know what the songs are, but I seriously don't. It's terrible. It's the truth. He was going to do it, man. He was going for it. He was just about to do it. Like, no, he wasn't. He's never heard that song. Now, I remember Tenacious D being on like Conan O'Brien back in the late 90s or early 2000s maybe. And I thought they were fantastic. That's
amazing.
And I was like, that's that guy that's in movies. I didn't recognize that guy. And they were hilarious. But I've never seen The Pick of Destiny. I've never heard the music, not on purpose, other than...
You prefer not to watch your own films after you've done them?
Oh, yeah, no, never. Thank God, because that way you don't read the comments. Unless, like, my friends send me, like, you got to see what this one guy said, And I get off on it sometimes, like, wow, people are so full of hate. It's like I just put it out there. I put it out there for fun. I'm not trying to hurt anybody with this, and people are just like, you are Gearmanndude. You are an asshole, and you can't play, and oh my God. It's like, dude, what's the problem? Just turn it off, man. Hit that button, go next. Watch something else. But they don't. Then they'll go back and they'll start commenting on every video. You suck. Great. Thanks. And then somebody else will really make them feel good. That's the great thing is my minions. And I know you guys got them too. You got the guys that'll stand up for you and go, no, you suck, dude. Let's see what you got going on. And the guy's always like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was having a bad day. I shouldn't have done that. And should have said that. You're right. They're like, this guy's got a family, man. His kids could be reading your posts. What do you think about? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. So thank God for the minions. They take care of it all. That's the other thing. I never addressed it because people will do and think what they want, and they'll just create the myth all on their own.
Yeah, that's so true.
I never had anything to do with it on purpose, anyway.
Yeah.
I was there for it, but didn't mean, to take advantage of it. I've tried to reach out to Jack Black to do like a reveal and I've just been unsuccessful. My whole idea was to, at a NAMM, have him come by the hotel just for a minute, and he's holding the camera. I'm sitting in a chair and just talking like, hey, everybody, so yeah, this is me, Gearmanndude, and as the camera pans, you can see in the mirror, because you know there's a mirror behind the desk.
Oh.
There's always a mirror there so you can watch yourself masturbate. That's why, in case nobody knows that. It's common knowledge in the hotel industry, at least the hotels that I own, that we do that. So, and that's the thing, as it's panning, I want Jack Black holding the camera and mouthing exactly what I'm saying. I mean, he's got to do, you know, the Kung Fu Panda talk over, voiceover stuff. He can do that with me. We'll have a script, and it'd be him mouthing it, and right at the end, you know, he's mouthing it, and the camera goes off, in his reflection in the mirror behind me, and, you know, bam. And just let him go. See, I told you it was him. It's totally him. That other guy is a pawn. I don't know who he is. He just got that guy. It's probably a hobo. Okay.
So we're very honoured to have the great Gearmanndude review a quick look at the D&M Drive. It's this is amazing. So yeah, so it's this one here. So at the moment it's off. There's two sides of the overdrive. Actually, I'm going to let you explore it.
Man, he knows how an effects pedal works, I think.
I don't. That's why I do these videos. I'm learning all the way through it, and usually by the end it sounds great. Unfortunately, people just watch like the first 10 seconds and go, he sucks! This guy sucks on guitar. But if they skip to the end right away, and I'm killing it every time. Just saying, every time. Killing it. All right, so we've obviously got what? We've got we've got a drive and a boost. So I always, boost is last for me. I start with the drive. I have a clean signal. I'm using a beautiful Phil X XG by Framus. And one humbuggy, it's all you need.
No white coily cable.
No, the airline broke it. I mean, I've been talking about, oh God, it's awful. But I have another one on the way, should be here tomorrow, believe it or not, from the States. I was like, I can't work without it. I've got my clean sound, and I would usually start with everything kind of at noon. And I play very simple, not just because it's the only way I know how to play, but also because I think...
Kyle takes all the complicated parts, right?
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We let the Lamborghini do the hard shit. But I just go, I can take one. I do love the guy. Meeting him has been a real joy, honestly. Swear to God, super, super charming, awesome. And I'll just pick a note. Like, there's nothing to me better than just an A chord. I just love it. It always sounds good. It's how I test amps. It's how I buy amps. I'll go into a store and just go. I'll take it. That's all I need. If it feels good with an A, I'm good. So I'll do that to give the very first part of the demo. Then I'll do the EQ at that everything at noon. Keep playing same simple stuff. I take it back usually sort of to the middle, and you've got to do a low volume for some reason. Now, I don't believe in this, but I do it because it's part of my job. I respect my audience. The first, 300-400 videos, there are comments that say, he never touched the volume control. I don't. It sounds good, right? So now we got to try it at low levels for people because they're sensitive. And I do understand, I joke about it, but I understand it really changes the face of the pedal. usually when you hear me actually change a chord, it means I'm digging it. That's a telltale sign that, like, you know he's liking, because he actually changed notes. Now he's trying other chords. He's getting outside of his comfort zone. That's a great example of the audience being correct, that you do have to mess with that level control.
You do indeed.
I just, once again, it's taken me a few hundred to figure out how to do it. So then we go back, we go to the gain, of course. Usually by the time I've got the gain dimed, I start going back to the EQ, so that when it's dimed, I can get, because usually when it's dimed, you lose some of that top end. This thing's got a ton of gain on tap. I like, at this point, the volume up, the gain kind of in the middle, a little bit of brightness. That's great. It's like kind of like a Marshall and an AC-30 just about to die. It's great. So now we tasted the boost. So anyway, that's how I do a demo. Just very simple, so that I try to put myself in the shoes of the guy at the guitar store that's going into the amp room at the store and testing a pedal. Because they're not really going back there and doing, performing an entire song or anything. They're doing that. They're hitting a chord and then turning the knobs to see what this does and what this does, and they know if they're going to buy it usually within a few minutes.
Yeah.
Has been my experience. So now we mess with this boost. And there's no reason to even have a level on a boost except for more. The boost just has to be louder all the time. Way louder. I take back everything I said about the level. We gotta give it the real test. Boosts, but again, I don't like a gain on a boost.
Right.
I like it just to be a clean boost that's boosting the overdrive.
Yep.
That is coming in on the solo. I'm using the boost for 20 seconds of a song, and that's it. So I start with that off. Now, with your pedal, it's great having independent gain stages. You really have two pedals.
Yes.
So this one is not fair, really, to say I'm just going to utilize this as a boost, because I would utilize one as a low gain drive and one as a high gain drive. That, and I would have two drives on my board with only one power spot. Everyone wins. And I like bright sounds, and I know a lot of times it doesn't sound great on its own, but I'm a live player. I play in bands.
Yeah, man.
So I know what works live, and it doesn't necessarily. A lot of times at sound check, it's like an ice pick.
And Dave Grohl, man, he really hits hard. Kyle Glass plays loud, and you've got to be able to cut through.
You have to. Exactly. The bass, the bass is just, it takes all of the frequencies on the stage. It just sucks it all up. So there's no reason to have this Mesa Boogie, notch scooped EQ sound that sounds killer by itself. You sound like James Hetfield, and then the band starts, it's like, wow, you can't hear the guitar at all.
Yep.
So I like bright, in your face,
mid-range,
tons of it, yeah. And then
beautiful.
When the band plays, it sounds normal. It doesn't sound like that. It just sounds like that when the band stops playing. So I just make sure I never play without the band. So that's what I've done, is set this up. Clean, bright. Well, that's the other thing. In demos, you got to go back to your clean sound a lot. People forget. That's loud even right there, but we're going to go more. So we've got our drive. not a very fair demo of the boost. So let's check out the boost as its own thing. Set it up as a lower gain. So if you're playing out and you want to utilize it as 2 drives, you can, you've got your Black Crowes drive on one side. You've got that, and you've also got you've got it all, don't you?
You got it all. You've got it all.
I'm sold. I'll take 3 of them.
So, as the man said in the School of Rock, follow your dreams, follow your heart and your dreams will come true. So my mind has been blown. It's been an amazing afternoon with Gearmanndude. As you said in the School of Rock, stick it to the man. We're so...
No, wait, I didn't say that. I didn't. Did you listen to anything that I just said? Never said that. Truth be told, I have seen the School of Rock like 100 times. I told you I have kids.
It's been awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I mean, this is a dream come true for me. Ever since I was a little lad growing up in Iceland, I've been like, if I could get on that pedal show, I'm killing it. I was like, hello. No, just kidding. Just kidding. See, and this is obviously another song that I must have written. But Kyle writes all the songs for me, right? So Kyle wrote this song when we were little kids, growing up in Minnesota.
Some would say this is the greatest and best song in the world.
People ask for that song. They request it all the time, and I'm like, I don't know it. But, I'm going to learn it after the camera's off. You're going to teach me this shit. I'm going to know it for the next. I'm going to start playing all Vivacious D songs. That's all I'm playing from here on out. Malicious D.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys, so much. Thank you to Jack. Thank you.
I love it. No, thank you guys. Really, this is great. I love it. My journey is complete here to the fatherland for sure. This is all I needed. I'm going home.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Cheers,
Bye.
Bye.
See, now that's probably some Tenacious D song or something. I don't know any of their stuff. All right, thank you, ladies. I'll see you. Get more work done.